The launch control team working no technical issues, and weather is green. Everything is go for today's launch of Space Shuttle Discovery.
NTD, this is SRO on 212.
Right, SRO? SRO, NTD, go ahead.
SRO.
You go.
Range status is no-go at this time. Central Command remoting system is partially operational. When selecting a screen, the string will go down. And they experienced this event last night. Had confidence in the system as long as they didn't select that screen, that we were confident in the system. However, the same event was experienced when selecting a different screen. They are not confident in the system at this time, and range status is no-go.
Okay, what's your estimated time to repair?
We do not know right now. They're having an anomaly discussion, but right now we only have a couple of minutes to be able to give you our poll. And we're thinking at this time we're not going to be able to support C0.
Okay, keep us informed.
I will.
NTD Launch Director, let's calm down. They're working a little issue over there. We'll give them a few minutes to work it, and if they get green, we'll be in good shape. And in order to support that, NTD, I'd like you to do your poll on time, and I will as well, and we'll be ready to go when range clears up.
Copy that. We'll be ready.
Thank you.
This is Shuttle Launch Control. 5 minutes remaining in our hold at T-minus 9 minutes.
This is the NTD conducting the launch status check. All stations verify ready to resume count and go for launch. OTC, OTC go. TBC, TBC go. TTC, TTC's go. LPS, LPS is go. Houston flight.
Houston flight is go.
Mila.
Mila's go.
STM.
STM is go.
Safety console.
Safety consoles go.
SPE. SPE is go. LRD. LRD is go. SRO.
SRO is no-go.
Copy. Are you go to 5 minutes and hold?
Yes, we are good to go 5 minutes and hold.
Copy. And CDR.
Discovery is go.
Launch Director NTD.
Yes, sir.
Our launch team is ready to proceed. SRO has a concurrence to go to 5 minutes.
Okay, copy all that. I'll do my poll this time. KC Chief Processing Engineer, verify no constraints to launch.
No constraints.
Thank you, Steve. KC Safety and Mission Assurance.
KSC Safety and Mission Assurance is go pending resolution of the range issue.
Copy. Payload Launch Manager.
Mike, this is go.
Copy. Range Weather.
Weather has no constraints for launch.
Copy. Thank you, Kathy. And Ops Manager.
See, Mike, on our side, MMT's in really good shape. The vehicle's looking perfect. Weather's looking great. We'll stand by here and see if the range can resolve their issue, but we are go.
Okay, copy that, and we'll take it on down to 5 and see if we can't get there.
Yeah, it's a good plan, Mike. Let's keep going.
And KC Safety and Mission Assurance.
KSC Safety and Mission Assurance.
Let's see, if we get the go from SRO, you're going to be go. Is that affirmed? We don't have to re-poll you.
Mike. Yes, we are go.
Right, so we will not re-poll you if we get a go from SRO.
That's affirmative.
Thank you, sir.
Concur.
Just a few seconds away from resuming their countdown.
Countdown clock will resume on my mark.
NTD Safety.
3, standby safety. 2, 1, mark. T-minus 9 minutes and counting. GLS auto sequence has been initiated.
And the ground launch sequencer has been initiated. All countdown functions now automatically controlled by the GLS computer located in the firing room integration console.
Thank you.
Our window will expire about 5 minutes after our preferred launch time.
GLS is go for orbiter access arm retract. And Discovery OTC from the processing team of Discovery to the crew of Discovery. Enjoy the ride.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all the work you did getting this ready to go, and appreciate all your work. And for those watching, get ready to witness the majesty and the power of Discovery as she lifts off one final time.
T-minus 5 minutes, 4 seconds, and counting.
Countdown clock is holding at T-minus 5 minutes due to manual request.
Countdown clock is holding here.
5 here, well, we'll troubleshoot our Eastern Range Central Command reporting system issue.
2 minutes and 48 seconds of hold time remain in today's launch window of Space Shuttle Discovery.
SRO, NTD.
Ops Manager on 212.
Go ahead.
I got verbal confirmation from the 45th Wing Commander we are go, and we do not need SROs go, so I would like you to proceed.
Copy that. NTD, with that verification that the range will support today's launch, you need to press on. Pick up the clock on your mark.
Copy that. And SRO, NTD, need to put this, your hold switch to proceed position.
40 seconds remaining in our launch window. Range is go.
GLS, has the SRO hold been removed?
Negative, sir.
SRO, NTD.
NTD, I can remove the hold here at the
NTD,
bypass.
SRO on 212.
So needed to put your hold switch in proceed position.
Hold fire on proceed.
BC GLS, can you verify?
GLS verified.
15 seconds remaining in our hold.
Copy. Inspection on that will pick up momentarily. CGLS, pick up the clock on your mark.
GLS copies.
3, 2, 1, mark. T-minus 5 minutes.
T-minus 5 minutes and counting.
TLT, OTC, perform APU start.
TLT in work.
And CDI, OTC, reconfigure heaters.
Copy in work.
T-minus 4 minutes, 41 seconds and counting.
Reconfig complete.
All systems are go and weather is green.
Flight director, entity. Flight entity.
NTD, Houston flight. I have 2 seconds of drain back hold remaining. 2 seconds.
OTC, TLT, 3 good APUs.
Copy that.
Pilot Eric Bowe reporting 3 good auxiliary power units.
That is hello.
T-minus 4 minutes and counting.
GLS is go for purge 4.
The final helium purge of the 3 main engines is underway in preparation for main engine start.
Go for 10 minutes comes in T0. Range status is go for launch. And what is your status?
We are go.
Copy.
Final test of the flight control surfaces is underway. This is a pre-programmed pattern of movements designed to verify the readiness of the flight control surfaces, the elevons, speed brakes, and rudder. Minus 30 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. Final aero surface checks are complete. Discovery's 3 main engines will be gimbaled through a pre-programmed series of maneuvers as a final test before launch. T-minus 3 minutes and counting. Final pressurization of the external tank's liquid oxygen tank is underway.
Go for ET LO2 pressurization.
And we're completing purge of the shuttle main engines.
TLT, OTC, clear caution and warning memory. Verify no unexpected errors.
TLT in work. OTC, TLT, no unexpected errors.
The gaseous oxygen vent hood, or beanie cap, is slowly being retracted away from the top of the external tank.
Close and lock your visors and initiate O2 flow.
Copy on work.
Orbiter test conductor John Craxton requesting pilot Eric Bowe clear the caution and warning memory system. T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
GLS is go for ET LH2 pressurization.
Liquid hydrogen replenish on the external tank is being terminated as planned. T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds and counting. All systems are go. About 90 seconds away from the launch of Space Shuttle Discovery on her final mission. T-minus 1 minute, 10 seconds and counting. The liquid hydrogen tank inside the external tank is now at the proper flight pressure. T-minus 1 minute and counting. The ground launch sequencer will verify that the 3 main engines are ready to start. The booster joint heaters are being deactivated at this time. T-minus 48 seconds and we're transferring to orbiter internal power. Discovery is now running on its 3 onboard fuel cells. Coming up on a go for auto sequence start at T-minus 31 seconds.
CLS is go for auto sequence start.
And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. 20 seconds. The sound suppression water system
15.
has been activated, protecting Discovery and the launch pad from acoustical energy waves.
CLS is go for main engine.
Go for main engine start. Start. 2, 1. Booster ignition and the final liftoff of Discovery. A tribute to the dedication, hard work, and pride of America's space shuttle team. The shuttle has cleared the tower.
Mission Control Houston, the space shuttle now rolling over onto its back with a 10-minute ride into orbit. Discovery now making one last reach for the stars. Throttling down as the orbiter passes through the area of maximum pressure, reducing the stress on the shuttle as it goes supersonic.
Discovery Houston, you are go at throttle up.
Commander Steve Lindsay acknowledging the call from Capcom Charlie Hobaugh as Discovery's 3 main engines throttle back up. Lindsay is joined on the flight deck by pilot Eric Bowen, mission specialist Al Drew, and Nicole Stott. Mission specialist Mike Barrett and Steve Bowen. Discovery's 3 main engines are burning fuel at a rate that would drain an average swimming pool in about 25 seconds. The engines, combined with the solid rocket boosters, produce more than 7 million pounds of thrust. 1 minute, 50 seconds into the flight, we're standing by for separation of the twin solid rocket boosters. Discovery now traveling 2,695 miles an hour. Its altitude 24 miles. Downrange from the Kennedy Space Center 29 miles. Booster separation confirmed. Discovery's guidance is now converging as the shuttle's onboard computers fine-tune the flight. Two minutes, 25 seconds into the flight, Discovery traveling 3,189 miles an hour. Its altitude 37 miles. Downrange from the Kennedy Space Center 53 miles. Discovery now getting a boost into orbit from its twin orbital maneuvering system engines on either side of the shuttle's tail. These 2 engines will burn for 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Your 2-engine TAL. We do have updates to your no-com mode boundaries, and we did launch late into pane 1, our only pane. The contingency aboard boundaries we'll use are in-plane plus 230. Let me know when you're ready to copy the new Presta ATO and Presta MECO.
Okay, copy all. 2-engine TAL and ready to copy.
Into your Presta ATO 11.9. Presta MECO 15.4.
11.9 and 15.4.
That's a good readback on both.
Discovery can now make it to emergency landing sites in Europe should one of the engines fail, but all 3 engines continue to perform as expected. Capcom Charlie Hobaugh updating the crew there with some updated time information due to the later than planned launch. 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the flight, the shuttle traveling 4,700 miles an hour.
Discovery, you are negative return.
Negative return.
Discovery now traveling too high and too fast to return to the Kennedy Space Center in the event of an engine failure. But all three main engines continue to function as expected. The shuttle now traveling 5,200 miles an hour. Its altitude 62 miles, downrange from the Kennedy Space Center 170 miles. Four minutes, 45 seconds into the flight. Discovery traveling 6,200 miles an hour. Its altitude 66 miles. Downrange from KSC 229 miles. Here inside Mission Control, Flight Director Richard Jones and his team continue to monitor the progress of Discovery's flight. All systems are continuing to perform as expected.
Discovery, you are pressed to ATO.
Pressed ATO.
That call from Capcom Charlie Hobaugh indicating that Discovery has enough energy to make it to a lower than planned orbit should one engine fail at this point. However, all three engines continue to burn as expected.
Discovery, you are single engine ops 3.
Single engine ops 3.
Discovery's engines are now swiveling to roll the shuttle to a heads-up position to get better communication with NASA's tracking satellites.
Discovery, your single engine Zaragoza 104.
Single engine Zaragoza 104.
Discovery can now make it to emergency landing sites in Europe should two engines fail at this point, but the flight continues to go well. 6 minutes, 24 seconds into the flight, the shuttle traveling 9,800 miles an hour. Its altitude 67 miles, downrange from the Kennedy Space Center 447 miles.
Miko, BIM for you, nominal shutdown on all three, and Pinto, you'll be go for the plus X and go for the pitch.
Press to Miko, nominal shutdown, go for the plus X, go for the pitch.
Good readback.
That call from Capcom Charlie Hobaugh indicating that Commander Steve Lindsay has a go to press to main engine cutoff as expected in about a minute and a half.
Discovery, you are single engine press.
Single engine press.
Seven minutes, 15 seconds into Discovery's flight. The shuttle traveling 12,700 miles an hour. Its altitude 66 miles. Downrange from the Kennedy Space Center 615 miles. Discovery's engines now throttling back to keep the forces on the crew and the shuttle to 3 times that of gravity. The shuttle traveling 14,000 miles an hour. Less than 30 seconds to go in Discovery's powered flight. We're coming up on main engine cutoff. Main engine cutoff confirmed. Space Shuttle Discovery now in space. External tank separation confirmed. Commander Steve Lindsay will steer the shuttle up to the forward portion of the external tank so that the umbilical well camera can capture some images of it.
Discovery, we saw nominal MECO, OMS 1 not required, preliminary TIG for OMS 2, 3730. Welcome to you and your veteran crew back to space.
Copy, no OMS 1 required, 3730 preliminary TIG, and thanks a lot. Good to be here.
Good deal, Pinto. We'll meet you in the post-OMS 1 tab.